What's going on, guys? Welcome to another video, and in today's video I'm gonna talk about CVs, how you can build your own CV, put your skills in there, and what kind of experiences you can put in there even if you didn't have a previous developer job, just like myself. Because before I was working on a coffee shop, I was doing sandwiches basically, and I still managed to get my first job. Not just me, but many other people. So yeah, let's get started with this. But let me just say that if you don't have this on point, okay, if you don't have your CV on point, most likely you will not get invited for interviews and even for calls or anything. So you really need to make sure that your CV is right. So first things first, on your CV, obviously you should have all your contact details. This means like links to your GitHub account if you have one. If you don't have one, you should get one and start practicing with Git, okay? This will really put you ahead from other developers who don't even know what is Git. I have a tutorial about Git and GitHub on my channel, so if you want, go and look for it. It should help you a bit with this. You should have links to your LinkedIn account. Okay, a LinkedIn account is really important nowadays to connect with other people, with recruiters, with other developers, and as well for job search, because there is a lot of recruiters and companies looking for developers on LinkedIn. So if you are not on LinkedIn at the moment, just go and create your profile in there. If you never heard about it, please just do your research now about this. So put the links for all of these places, and also for your online portfolio website, where you should talk a bit about yourself and about your projects. I'm going to do a separate video on that. So now on the actual CV, what should you write? Okay, there is many people who just like write random things, okay? So you shouldn't write. I'm gonna tell you now what kind of random things I'm talking about. Things like this: I'm really a good team player, I'm really dedicated, I go the extra mile to do blah 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 blah, and all of this is just like nothing, okay? Because you could say, oh, I'm the best developer in the world or whatever. You need things to back it up, okay? You can't just say, because people are going to read what you are just saying and they'll say, yeah, of course, this is what everybody says. So here it is. First statement, what you have to say on your CV. You have to say who you are, okay? One tip that I'm gonna put for you guys: get rid of this junior developer title, okay? Don't put in there junior developer title, because it's just like, it's just not gonna work. You have to say that you are a web developer. Don't put the junior developer in there. Even if you don't have any previous commercial experience, you can always say that I've been working on my projects, I've done projects for other clients or whatever. So don't put this junior developer title in there. Just put web developer or front-end web developer. And then you have to say who you are. Okay, I am a front-end web developer, for example, if you are a front-end web developer. And then you have to say what kind of experience you have, and you have to back it up, like I have experience building pixel perfect websites, because I can take a design and like a mock-up or something and build it exactly the same. I can make it responsive for tablets, for mobiles. This is really important, okay? Because most likely when you're going to start working for a company, you will be building websites or fixing websites, so you really need to know how to build websites responsive. So this is like the first thing, who you are, and then you have to say what kind of skills do you have. You know, do you have skills with JavaScript, React, or whatever? You have to say what do you have, okay, like these kind of things. And in the end, you have to say what are you looking for, okay? You need to say what kind of challenge, what kind of company are you looking for? because if you're going to put just like a general thing, oh, I want to go and work on a company where I can put my skills to test or whatever. No, you have to be a bit specific. If you are applying for some kind of job, let's say in a company that builds like e-commerce websites, just like the one I work, you have to say something like, I want to work I want to work for an e-commerce company just like yours, because I really like to optimize websites for the visitors to convert and buy the products, you know, like increase the conversion of the website. Say something like this that will give you value, okay? Something like, oh, I've worked something like this previously and I increased the revenue of the company. You have to say something that it will bring you value. If you just say like a general thing, nobody will care, basically. So you got this first statement, like I was saying. After, what you have is you have to talk about your projects, okay? And on your projects, what you can put is, this is like if you are starting out, like you never had a previous job. You have to talk about your projects. You have to say like, what did you learn with the project, okay? Why did you create this project, and what kind of difficulties you had in this project, and basically how did you overcome them? Because look at this, when people are gonna hire you, they want to hire you for your capacity of solving problems, okay? When someone hires a junior developer, they know that this person doesn't know a lot, okay? They don't have a lot of knowledge, but they hope that with their problem-solving skills, they will become better, and you know, they will just like help the company more and more, and they will still keep at their junior developer salary. That's why there is a lot of companies still hiring junior developers. So this is what you have to do on these projects section. I'm going to talk about this more in depth in another video about the online portfolio projects. But yeah, this is what you have to put in here. I always recommend to put 3 projects, no more than that. Choose your 3 best ones. One that you can build a website, one that you can work with a framework, and another one that you can put, for example, a small application. So this is this, and then you have to talk about your previous job experience if you had some. It can be job experience, it can be even other activities that you have done, and what you have to say in here is just like transmit the skills that you gained in your previous job or you know, previous activity, whatever you were doing, and what you can translate now to this job. So for example, I was a team leader in that coffee shop, so I was leading a team of like 10 people. So you know, I was just like increasing my leadership skills, my managing skills with time, and there was a lot of work to be done within a deadline. So I had to meet a lot of deadlines. So all these skills, they could be converted into web development, because if I'm going to work with another team, I already had skills about that from before. Meeting deadlines, the same. Solving problems, for example, if something was happening in the shop, I was just like, I had to deal with it by myself, so I had to be creative and deal with the problem. So all of these skills I could transfer, and whatever job you have, for sure you have these kind of skills that you can list and say, look, this is what I did before that I could transfer now to my new job, these kind of skills. So it's not, for example, now I'm gonna say, oh, I was doing sandwiches before. You know what I mean? You have to say skills that actually now will help you in the new job. So you got this, and then you got your education, of course. If you don't have any college degree or university or whatever, it doesn't matter, okay? Because I didn't have a computer science degree as well. So what you can do is you can put like places of online resources where you could learn. For example, the Team Treehouse. You could sign up for their normal membership is like $25 a month, and you could say that you were learning from there. You got Free Code Camp that is completely free. You could say that you were learning from there as well. There is lynda.com. There is like many other places that you can just like list and you have been learning from there. Even books, you can say that I've been learning from this and that. So all of these, it will only show, especially if you are someone that is self-taught, like myself, it shows like this person had the discipline and you know, had the courage and everything to just like learn by himself. So this is a good point in your favor, because if you are doing something like this by yourself, you don't need someone else to tell you what to do. And this is basically why people hire you. If you can be someone that is like autonomous and do the job by yourself, and you don't need someone to be by your side holding your hand, this is what all companies want. So this is this, and then finally there's like a special part where you can put your hobbies and interests and everything, and this is where you can actually shine. Okay, this is where you can stand out from the crowd. And what I want to say about this is, in here now, if you have, for example, a blog that you are talking about web development, if you have a small YouTube channel, for example, I tell about this all the time, guys. This is completely free. Building a blog, starting a YouTube channel is completely free. I know in the beginning it might be a little bit awkward, or you can say that I'm not good in front of the camera, or I'm not good at writing. I was not as well, okay? So you just need to practice and face these kind of fears, because in the long run, it's gonna just like benefit you. I'm telling you. And you're gonna stand out in the front of the other candidates, okay? Because if someone can see you, like in a video or something, or see what you are writing, your progress is just like a journal, a diary, they can say, okay, this person has been learning this for this long, every day he's like pushing himself. It's just like gonna benefit you, like I said, and it's gonna increase your chances of getting the job. So yeah, I think that's it, guys. This is like the most important thing that you need to do, is like put up a good CV, because if your CV is just like crap, people who are gonna see you, they see, okay, this person didn't even put any effort in their CV. We are not gonna even bother to call him for an interview, or to ask him to come here for us to interview him. I've been through all this process, from the process that I was actually applying for jobs, and now I'm on the process where I'm checking like other candidates who are applying for the company where I'm working now, that we are interviewing more developers. So I can see good developers applying, I can see bad developers applying, and the people who don't even bother to have a good CV, we don't even bother to call them or anything and invite them for an interview. So I guess that's it for this video, guys. I hope you now have a little bit more of a more insight about this, and I hope you like it. If you have any questions, just let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video.